Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Sikeja Kofi. Anywhere you see me, just call me.
Take that, rewind it back.
Today, let's talk about money. Let's be honest. Some Ghanaians are gradually beginning to disrespect the country itself, the Bank of Ghana, even fellow users of the Ghanaian currency. You see, the 1 pesewa, the 5 pesewas, the 10 pesewas, and now even the 20 pesewas are struggling in our markets, ladies and gentlemen. Not because they are no longer the legal tender, but because some people have decided to make it so. Today, we hardly see the 1 pesewa and 5 pesewas, isn't it? We don't see it again in circulation. And this is not because they have lost their legal status, but a few individuals have taken it upon themselves to rewrite the rules. And the truth is, the rest of us have silently approved it. Not by law, but by our lack of resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, now, the angle I am coming from may sound a bit slippery, but let me be very clear. Any trader who outrightly refuses coin issued by the Bank of Ghana is not just rejecting money. That person is rejecting the authority of the state and denying someone their legal right to transact. You see, coins, whether it is 1 pesewa, 5 pesewas, 10 pesewas to 50 pesewas, ladies and gentlemen, is valid and powerful for transaction like the paper notes. Under no circumstance should it be rejected as a legal tender, ladies and gentlemen, especially when it comes to settling payments. You see, again, this attitude is part of the reason why inflation keeps rising. You see, the reason why things become expensive in the market, even when the cedi appreciates against the dollar, prices do not reduce in the markets. Let me show you something. In situations where the actual cost of an item is 1 cedi 20 pesewas or 1 cedi 10 pesewas, sellers often round it up to 1 cedi 50 pesewas because they do not want to accept these small coins. People who don't understand how money works think this difference is small. But then let me tell you this. When this happens across a large-scale transaction, it results in a significant cost to the buyer. This is informal inflation created not by policy, but by the behavior of people. In developed systems, change happens through policy. But in developing systems like Ghana, change often happens through behavior, like what people are doing right now. And behavior without structure creates disorder, and this behavior must be resisted. People not accepting the 20 pesewas, the 10 pesewas, even the 1 pesewa. I have heard stories and I have seen in some viral videos of some sellers refusing the 20 pesewas as a means of payment. This is becoming irritating and uncomfortable for many Ghanaians. Imagine this. A person is working under the hot sun, thirsty, exhausted. The only money on the person is this coin, maybe 10 pesewas or 20 pesewas, which will add up to 50 pesewas. They approach you, the ice water seller, to buy pure water from you. And you, the seller, you say, I won't accept it. If you buy something and you offer the exact amount in valid coins, you have fulfilled your obligation. If you give any coins to anybody, it's a means of payment accepted. If they refuse, politely educate them. If they still insist, walk away. Do not pay with any alternative money. And if the seller believes you still owe them, they are free to take it to court or anywhere else. At the end of the day, the seller outrightly refused a legal tender. We say we are developing, but this kind of behavior is not seen in structured systems. Ladies and gentlemen, look at foreign retail companies in Ghana here, like Melcom or China Mall. As I speak to you today, when you go there, they accept these coins, even the 1 pesewa. When you buy something, they can give you 1 pesewa as a change. If you give them the 1 pesewa to buy something, they accept it. They give it out and people give it to them because they understand the system. But then a small trader wants to create their own rules as if they are now the Bank of Ghana. Non-arguably, because of inflation, coins like 1 pesewa and 5 pesewas might not be widely used. But let's be clear, reduced usage does not mean loss of validity. If that is the only money I have, it is still a legitimate means of payment. We cannot claim to be building a serious economy while we casually ignore the very system that supports it. This is not just about coins. This is about discipline, law, and respect for the system. So I ask again, do we keep the law or are we rewriting it ourselves? Everybody wants to do what they like. Ladies and gentlemen, under the Bank of Ghana Act 2002, Act 612, currency issued by the Bank of Ghana is a legal tender. The 1 pesewa is a legal tender, the 20 pesewas, the 10 pesewas. Which means if I owe you money and I present the exact amount using valid coins or notes, you are required to accept it. Once I have offered full payment, you cannot reject it because I have paid in coins. No. This is the legal position. You must accept it. Let me speak directly to traders. If I bring you 10 or 20 pesewas coins and you say, I don't take coins, then understand this. You are not refusing convenience. You are rejecting the legal tender issued by the state. And that weakens the system for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, another thing I want us to talk about is a defaced money. Now come with me. Let's talk about damaged money. Look at this 5 cedis note of mine. Clearly you can see that it is torn. No matter how money is damaged or defaced, it is still valuable. So a money torn or a money defaced doesn't mean that the money is useless. Take note of that. A torn or worn note is still valid as long as it can be identified. Here's what you should do. If your money is defaced, maybe there was something that made the money burn or whatever it is, walk to the nearest bank. They will assess it, replace it for you. Banks are required to do this under the Bank of Ghana currency management guidelines. So there is no way they are going to reject it. So throwing money away because it is damaged, it is just a financial ignorance that you have. Finally, let me talk about the solutions to the coin issue. One of the ways to address this coin issue is through digital payment. We are developing and many economies are going digital, reducing reliance on physical cash. Here in Ghana, mobile money is already doing very well. I have personally tested it. I have been in Trotro and told the mate I didn't have physical cash. I will pay with mobile money. And he took it. I have bought pure water and paid with mobile money. The world is changing. We are moving towards a future where people may not need to carry physical cash at all. So I encourage all business owners, even the pure water sellers, and some of these traders who think that the 1 pesewa, the 10 pesewas, the 20 pesewas is a problem to them, to maybe switch to a digital system, adopt mobile money and other digital payment options. Because honestly, if I ask to pay digital and you say you don't have it, I begin to question how serious you are about business. Any business, irrespective of a level, should have a digital payment system. Many systems globally are going fully digital. So my dear traders, market women, and business owners, if coins are a problem, let's address it properly through policy, education, and system change. But until then, we must respect what is legally in place. Because money works on 2 things, law and trust. The moment we ignore both, we don't just lose coins, we weaken the entire system. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and I will see you in the next insightful video.